Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mariana Benavente, an imperfect human being who wants to make a change about what I call an enormous threat concerning the survival of people and nature. First of all, I want to greet EarthDay.org, Earth Day South America, and the communities around the world. Also, a special greeting to my country, Peru, the third most vulnerable country in terms of climate change, that is nevertheless full of hard-working people. Climate change is a subject implying to all of us. In this COP27 context, we need to open our eyes towards the reality we're living in. We're part of an insensitive and indifferent society. We're used to drive our cars to get to the corner, to take a flight in order to travel a small distance, to use makeup on a regular basis, and so on. Our lifestyles need to change because our planet is claiming awareness. There is lack of consciousness, courage, and empathy within each other and our environment and the future generations. These aspects not only push us away from humanity, but put the planet in jeopardy. Change is now. We can't keep waiting for others to fix this problem. It needs to start now, with us. Yes, we are imperfect, but it doesn't imply we can't become better people for the world. As Isaac Newton was stated, all actions have a reaction, and it is up to us if we want to make a solution out of it, rather to add more problems to it. I'm CEO of Piensa, Sostenible, a non-profit association which means Think Sustainably in English. This NPO has the goal of promoting knowledge about climate change in order to generate awareness and action in the citizens of the world. A large part of the world's population needs greater access to information on this subject in order to take measures to mitigate and adapt to the consequences of global warming. We seek to generate consciousness and action for the fight against climate change through a system that covers three fronts: research, education, and campaigns.
This year, Piensa Sostenible carried out a human development research which measured how global warming and its consequences are perceived by Peruvians, based on the responses of 860 surveyed people. One of the dimensions taken in account was the environment. The key results are the following. How polluted is the air in urban areas? 90% of the participants indicate that the air in urban areas in Peru is contaminated and highly contaminated. Currently, Peru is the country with the lowest air quality among the Latin American regions. In the case of the Llango and the Andes regions, the air quality is slightly lower, mainly due to the mercury concentration levels above the permitted limits. According to the Management Committee of the Clean Air Initiative, 70% of the country's air pollution is caused by the vehicle fleet, and the other 30% by other factors such as industrial and daily commercial activities. How polluted is the beach water in Peruvian coast? 84% of people living in Peru said that the beach water is contaminated and highly contaminated, while specifically in regions only 52.5% think this way. Until 2019, in Lima we have generated 800,000 tons of garbage, of which 38% reached the sea and only 1% was recycled. This situation derives from various factors such as the lack of recycling culture and a higher consumption rate. There are only 22 landfills in all of Peru, and 4 are in Lima and Callao. According to the Ministry of the Environment, we need to implement 132 additional landfills to cover the current national waste volume.
How threatened is the Peruvian Amazon by illegal mining and indiscriminate tree felling? 98% of the respondents believe that the Amazon is highly threatened or threatened by illegal mining and indiscriminate tree felling, highlighting an alarming indicator. Among the 18 to 29-year-old respondents, no one thought that the Amazon is slightly or zero threatened, depicting that the younger generations are aware of this problem. Peru, in 2020 alone, has lost 203,000 hectares of Amazon forest, exceeding in 36% the registered loss from 2019. Thus, Peru currently ranks 5th in the global deforestation ranking. According to the study titled Destruction of the Amazon, one of the main causes of deforestation are mining activities and small-scale agriculture, mainly for the cultivation of cocoa oil palm. How threatened is the Cordillera Blanca, mostly known as the White Mountain Range, and its inhabitants by the melting of the ice? The Cordillera Blanca is the highest tropical mountain range in the world and forms part of the Andes Range. Awareness exists of how vulnerable the Cordillera Blanca is, and in that sense, 93% of society perceives that it's threatened or highly threatened. According to reports from the National Water Authority, 51% of the country's glacial surface has been lost already in the last 50 years, leading to the alteration of natural ecosystems. A clear example of these changes is the Nevado Yanamari, which has lost already 78.5% of its glacial surface. In 2017, it was estimated the peak will disappear in a period of 10 years' time. How threatened is Peru by global warming? 92% of Peruvians consider that the country is threatened or highly threatened by this phenomenon. The country is considered the third most vulnerable country to climate change around the world, which showcases some living condition factors like high biodiversity, poverty, and communities being directly dependent on primary activities. In Peru, the main consequences of global warming are deglaciation, increasing the frequency of El phenomenon El Niño, and the rise of the sea level. These impacts are occurring faster and faster and will represent challenges on food availability and poverty.
According to the study, there's still a long way to go in terms of politics and awareness of the Peruvian citizens on the extremely vulnerable position we are in when it comes to climate change. Let us not only dream, but collaborate and bet on humanism to act together towards the same goal. There is only one planet and it's on our hands to protect it. Thank you.